Oh, duh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the assembly of the lower half. Seeing as how we cleaned the deck off, we got it all straight and everything. I've been porting on the jug, not porting, but cleaning. I've been cleaning the castings up, which I believe is probably a sand cast, which you have some rough spots which you have to clean. Now, the reason you want to, and I said I was going to explain this, the reason you want to polish and slick out the exhaust as much as possible is because when the exhaust goes out, you don't want it to have any kind of restriction. And the reason I'm saying is, let's say you have bumps like this, the exhaust gases go over it like this, they heat it up. You want it to go out very quickly. Widen them out, round them, because I'm going to use a 1-inch header. But that's neither here nor there right now. Right now what we're doing is we are going to assemble the lower unit, and we're going to make sure that we've got our cases aligned and everything's nice and slow. I mean, not slow, but smooth. Okay, so the cases have been new bearings and seals, and they have been cleaned thoroughly, oiled with, I use 80-90 gear oil. So we're going to clean the gasket surfaces down. Of oil, because I had them oiled. And all of this is rough right here, but it's a gasketed surface, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. This is the gasket right here. It goes like this, or should I say, it goes like this. Okay. And it is a Boss fit, because this is a Boss right here. So we're going to take this off. We're actually going to put a little bit of, I'm using Ultra Black. We're going to paint a little bit on it. got gasket sticking up. Yeah, that does not feel good. All right, so the jug's going to have to be bolted on tight, and then that's to align the cases, which I knew that would probably have to happen, but that's always common practice. You should always do that. The gasket here has to be trimmed. Yeah, it's got a little hollow there, but here it feels pretty damn good. So we're still going to loosen it up and torque the jug down. We got plenty of time. And this will align the cases where they're supposed to be aligned. Anything like this is putting strain on these bearings here. So grinding a stainless bolt, always grind it like that. So Loctite on this, that should be about right. 3 of these are going to go in here. And then we'll degree where the piston hits over here. Now I have been working on this, and I have been working on this. Now this is very important. You're gonna see that hump right there. That hump came all the way out to here and all the way out to there. I polished this thing up as good as I can get. The castings are just horrible. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you, oh no, these are really good, dude. You know, like, they're not. They're not really, Anyway, you can see the differential right here. So I did nothing to the inside of the cylinder right here. Just the outside of here, because it had a flat spot here, flat spot here. I'll give you a shot comparison. For the simple reason is I'm putting a 1-inch header on it, and this is important. It'll be cut back here, but I want this to be, I want the exhaust to move fast out of here. If the exhaust moves slow, or it doesn't move with an expansion chamber, something to pull the exhaust gases out, is going to run hot. Everybody says, and now I shave these off to match the head for aesthetics only. It doesn't do anything, because this thing is not going to have to be super cooled. If you get the right fuel, the right porting, the right stuff to get the gases out, then it's going to hit nice and smooth. You have no ridges there to collect heat. Nice and rough here, you will collect the air fuel mixture, which is cold, and down here as well. Same thing as in the transfer ports. You want cold air and fuel going up in here. Okay, that helps cool your motor down. The hot gases, you want a polished port, get it the hell out of there, and as big as possible. Now, this motor is static timed. When I say static timed, it has one timing. It doesn't have an advance or retard. How do you change that? You change that with fuel. Now on the RC boat motors, we would up the octane, avgas, low lead 100, because we're water cooled. We could deal with the extra heat and a slow burn in a 25cc motor. That's not going to be the case here. You're going to be air cooled on this one, so you're going to need to get the fuel in fast. You need to get the exhaust out fast, and you don't need a whole bunch of fire and flame from the exhaust. So more than likely what I'll be running in this is AMSOIL Dominator, 2-stroke oil, and Coleman fuel, white gas. The reason for that is it's flash gas. It's got a low octane, burns off quick, burns fast. You got to remember, your entire stroke is from here to here, not all the way down, just from here to here. So you need a gas that's going to flash off fast, quick, so that is actually going to retard your timing. The lower octane, higher octane, you advance the timing. So we got the cases done, put back together. They're good to go. We got a good bearing in here. Okay, a really good bearing actually, compared to that other one. These new bearings in here, and they're just off-the-shelf bearings. So And we're gonna get the degree wheel on it, and we're gonna start finding out where the piston is hitting the particular ports. And the numbers I got from somebody are actually pretty good from what I understand. We'll see. I'm catching hell lining this thing up. There we go. Okay. The actual degreeing is when the piston first breaks the plane of the exhaust. It's right here. And then breaks the plane of the transfer ports. We should shed some light on the subject here. Whenever it first breaks, well, this thing ain't all the way down. I was about to say I'm seeing daylight over there. When it's top dead center, it's gonna hang up right there. When it's top dead center, right here. Right, when it comes down, it's first going to break the plane of the exhaust. That's when the exhaust gases start coming out. Then it'll break the plane of the transfer ports. That'll bring the gas in on this side, circling in through there. That's where the expansion chamber comes in. It gets rid of the old gas, burnt gas, and then it starts bringing in the new charge. Some of the new charge goes out through the bigger header, and then as this piston comes up and hits there, as soon as the pit, seriously, as soon as the piston comes up, the new gas charge is coming back in there from the expansion chamber and acts like a turbocharger. Now, when we're at this point, that's when we're breaking the plane on the intake. So when we're at full up, we want the what is that down there? I'm gonna have to wipe that out. But anyway, when it's full up, then you want that open as far as it'll go, because when it's coming up, the transfer ports are closed. All it's doing is sucking fuel in down to the bottom and lubricating your crank assembly and everything else. So you want it to come down and compress that charge. So whenever the skirt comes down and closes this, that's an important part, because you want it to compress. As it compresses it, all that air it pulled in, you're going to want it to go up through the transfer ports. As this thing's all the way down right there, all the gases are going to come up there. The expansion chamber is going to do its job. It's going to pull the fuel out, flush a new charge, and then it's going to come up, and the cycle goes again. So that's it, boys and girls. Is that? Oh, that's just oil. I thought that was something down there. Anyway, hit like and subscribe. We're going to start doing the timing next. We're going to bag and tag this, and we're going to keep any kind of contaminants out of it. And other than that, y'all have a great day, and thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.